So I'm Bree Dykes, and my husband is Skylar. We have 2 kids. We have Zoe, who is 21 months, and Jonah is 5 months. And we attend Prairie Lakes Church. My husband is an operations manager over next door at the distribution center, and I stay home with our 2 little ones. So coming from the family that I did, when me and Skylar first met, I would say I wasn't like your routine party girl or anything by any means, but I wasn't making super moral decisions either. And coming from the family I did, we were so different. Skylar on the spectrum of this very conservative Christian family, and me with, not a lot of spiritual beliefs. So they didn't like me very much. That part was really hard. They were kind of like, whoa, who is this girl? She's a little weird. Don't know how we feel about her for our son. Because they had kind of envisioned this Christian girl with this Christian background for their son. And that's what they wanted, and that's what they thought that he should bring home. So she reached out, and she was like, this girl has to go. Like, you can't be a part of this family. She's not right for you. She's not who we pictured for you. Like, you got to make a decision here. Are you going to be part of our family, or are you going to be with her? Because that's your choice. And it made me not want to be a Christian. It made me want to stay as far away from them as possible and as far away from this God stuff as I could. We ended up actually breaking up at one point because it was getting close. We'd been together for about 2.5 years, and it was getting to that point where we're like, we love each other, we want to marry each other, but like, what do we do? Because we can't be a family. And I remember telling Skylar, I can't be with you. I have to end this. Family is important to me, family is important to you. Skylar came home and he was just in tears, and he had been in tears talking to his dad that night and just said, like, I don't want to give up on her, And so going forward, we got engaged shortly after, and I made the decision that instead of shutting myself out completely from that lifestyle, that I would ask Skylar to move churches. So we ended up trying out Prairie Lakes Church because somebody had told him about it, and we showed up, and Pastor John just talked about, the fact that it doesn't matter who you are, where you've been, what you've done in the past, like, you can find God here. And that really spoke to me almost immediately. So then we got married, and times moved on a little bit, and it's April, and we're watching Prairie Lakes online in our office, and Pastor John is giving his message, and he just said 4 words. He said, the lost matter most, and I just felt the Holy Spirit kind of wash over me, and in that moment is when I knew that, like, I need Jesus, I'm broken, and I can't do this on my own. It had taken me a long time to just let go of my past and who I was, and that was the first moment that I actually I just was willing to relinquish my control and give it to God. We've been attending Prairie Lakes Church since 2011, and it's 2017, and we'd had kind of separate church lives with my in-laws, but they started to feel that call that they wanted to be around their grandchildren to kind of help shape their journey, along with us, and we couldn't have been more excited about that. It's been fantastic. We actually all became members together of Prairie Lakes Church, and every Sunday we attend the 11 o'clock service, and we go out to eat afterwards, or we hang out or go for a walk around the lake. And it's just so cool to be able to sit down together and have real conversations, and we talk about the past, we talk about the present, and we talk about our faith and how we've grown together. April of this year, I was baptized at Prairie Lakes Church, and it was really cool because everyone was there. Even the people you wouldn't expect to show up were there for me, and my dad was there, and my mom, and my siblings, and my in-laws, and it was just this beautiful picture of this family coming together. And I remember, I was baptized, and it was just that moment in itself was so incredible and so liberating to be able to be, dead in my sin and then raised to life in new life in baptism. And then to get out and just have everyone standing there waiting for me was incredible. My mother-in-law was just tears in her eyes, and she's like, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen, because I got out of the water and my husband was there in the water with me and we were able to hug. It was my first really public declaration of my faith, especially in front of my family, because I've been very afraid of talking about my faith openly in front of them, because I don't want them to think I'm weird. I don't want them to think I'm judging them. I don't want them to think I think I'm better than them, because I don't. I'm broken. I'm a mess. Even though I've stepped over the faith line, it doesn't change the fact that I make mistakes on a daily basis. So it was really cool to be able to finally kind of show them, what I believe in, and just show them how strong my faith is in the Lord. Just do it. If you are on that fence and you feel that you are ready for baptism, that's your next step, you're not going to regret it. And there's something so liberating of, being dead in sin and then being raised to new life, in baptism through Christ, and you just won't regret it. Just do it.